So Scott, a penultimate fixture of this summer's pre-season. It's finished 4-0 here against Bracknell Town. What were your thoughts on that one?
Firstly, my first thought is Gary Abersogan. Hope he's okay. Just said to the lads in there that yeah, it's great to win the game, but it's definitely bittersweet. He's my main concern. The way that he went down is never nice to see, and hope he's okay because he's been good for us. He's a great lad, and I think he's got better and better each game. He's looked bigger, stronger, quicker, powerful. He's shown so much quality throughout pre-season, and yeah, listen, we're down to the bare bones at the moment. A lot of it is precaution, resting people like Joe Dandy and McNeish. I think they'll be fine for next week. But looking at Gary at the moment, I'm not too sure. But going back to the game itself, I think first half we were really clinical. I thought we were comfortable at the back. I don't think they caused us too many problems. And then when we play quick and we play down the sides and we play in behind, I think we're a problem. So I think that was shown. Tom McElroy took both goals brilliantly well. I think David was getting in down the left-hand side a couple of times early doors, and obviously it was nice to chip in with a free kick myself, and the game was pretty much done at half-time. The second half was probably the worst 45 minutes of football I've ever watched from our point of view. Don't know if Gary's injury had an impact on that, but we never got going. We had to go from a back four to a back three, which we didn't want to do, but personnel just meant that we had to. Was desperate to keep it as a back four, and listen, that's not us at the moment with the personnel that we're playing in the back three. So yeah, second half, I couldn't wait for the whistle to go, to be honest. I was bored. The lads on the bench were saying it's turned into a non-event. I think Bracknell probably had more of the ball. They'd probably be disappointed they didn't use it better at times, because they had a few chances where I thought we look a little bit open, but it's to be expected. I'm not going to be harsh on the lads and us as a team, but the second 45, I didn't enjoy it at all.
It ended though, despite you saying it kind of was a bit flat towards the end. Nathan Minhas though with a really great strike at the end. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, it's come out of nowhere. He's literally just clipped it into the top corner. It looks so nonchalant, I think is the word. He's put it into an area of the goal, the keeper's got no chance, and it came out of nothing. And for me, that's what I want to see. Obviously, when you bring someone like Nathan to the club, I think the Uxbridge game the other day where he scored a couple of goals, his hold-up play has been good, but he needs chances, and he does take them more often than not. That's why he's a goal scorer, that's why we brought him in. And yeah, it was an unbelievable goal to finish a game on a high. But 40 minutes before that, I thought, yeah, it wasn't great to watch.
Another striker who's amongst the goals as well this afternoon, Tom McElroy. Yeah. Is he still trialling, or what's your thoughts on him going forward? Yeah,
listen, I think after today, he's done himself no harm. No. He's a big, strong lad. He works so hard. He's clever, intelligent. He scored 2 goals today, 2 unbelievably good finishes. The second one especially, I thought he was going to have to take another touch. He's put his foot through it. Great strike. So yeah, listen, Tom's someone that I really like. He fits the bill in terms of the type of person that we want at the club. I always stress on about it, no idiots in the change room. He's certainly not an idiot. He's an intelligent lad. I've known about him for a while. Last season we almost brought him in and nearly got him in halfway through last season, but didn't feel like we needed a striker at the time. So we ended up going to Hanwell, where I spoke to my friends over there and said there's a striker that I think could be worth looking at. And then he became available again, 2 weeks ago. So yeah, listen, Tom's a handful, and he's someone that's definitely someone that I want to bring to the club.
It might be a bit early to ask your thoughts on this, but what have you found now, it being obviously the 10th pre-season game, what have you thought of the entirety of pre-season so far?
I think overall it's been really positive. My biggest frustration is with the injuries and the availability, whether it's holidays and things like that, not being able to get our strongest 11 out in what we feel is our strongest 11. Whether that is or not, we're not too sure, but it's what we believe in. I think looking at today, we wanted to go as strong as we could, but we had to put square pegs in round holes for a lot of it, and it is massive frustration. I think overall though, we've scored 28 goals in pre-season, which is good. The Burnham game I don't really count, I'll be honest with you. I don't know whether I'm allowed to scratch that one off, but we had 15 trialists that day. It wasn't a first team fixture, but if you take out the Burnham game, we've gone unbeaten throughout pre-season, which counts for absolutely nothing. Of course it does, but like I said, I'd rather go throughout pre-season having winning games and drawing games rather than losing. Feel really solid. I think Hubert's come in and made a really good save there to keep the clean sheet. I kept harping on about the clean sheet today. I really wanted one. And I think the lads deserved it in the way they defended. I thought Dan Bayliss today was superb. Someone that's just physically. I thought he was very, very good. I thought he was going to be up against it today as well, against his old club, and sometimes you can be a little bit friendly and think, oh, do you know what, I'm playing against my mates here, but he treated it like a proper game. So yeah, no, overall there's a lot of positives, but just at the moment, just more disappointed with Gary's injury. I hope he's okay.
And then moving onwards then, finally, 1 week to go now until the actual stuff starts. What are you looking to use the final pre-season friendly next Tuesday for?
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones now. It's pros and cons, bit of a catch-22. I'd like to be able to put out a team that's close to starting on the Saturday. We're not going to be able to do that, I don't think, at the moment. Work on a few different things, top up our fitness, just get a little bit more of an understanding. But at the moment, I'm looking at it thinking, do we need to risk getting more injuries? It seems to be at the moment there's a few that are cropping up, but I'll have to see how the next few days go. But looking ahead at Maidstone, I'm really excited. I think we're in a good place. So yeah, listen, this time next week we'll either be happy, sad, or we'll just take the result and think, do you know what, it wasn't a bad day at the office. It's going to be one of those three outcomes. So we'll go there, we'll prepare, we'll do everything that we need to do, and hopefully we'll get a good following. I think it'd be great to see as many of the Rebel Army down there. I'm sure they'll be in their numbers for what is going to be a great fixture. But one thing that we won't be shy of is putting in a good shift, hopefully getting the result that everyone's desperate for.
Cool, brilliant.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Con.
Scott.
Thanks, mate.